Hi, my name is Melissa Tunstall, and I am the Young Adult Services Manager at the Wando Mt Pleasant Public Library. And I'm here because you probably received one of our take and makes, and so we're going to go through how to make your felt cord keeper. You should have received in that take and make felt squares, sticky Velcro, googly eyes, and a pattern. You will need scissors and glue from home. I'll be using tacky glue, which I know is not that common, but hot glue would work. If you were going to use Elmer's glue, just know that you'll have to kind of weigh it down to make it stick a little better. So put a book on it. You can check one of those out at our library. So today we're just going to go through one example of the pattern. You will receive either a cupcake pattern, a taco pattern, or an animal pattern. So we will go with the taco. So you should have received some felt squares. You'll have one for the shell, one for the cheese, my favorite part, some lettuce, and tomatoes. The colors might change because we're going to be creative, and maybe you'll have blue cheese, which would just be a funky taco. And so you will get your template, and you'll just go ahead and cut what you'll need to cut. And then we'll trace it. So I'm using a scrap of felt just to save, and this is going to be a charcoal shell. It's all the rage, or it was, I'm sure, at one point. We're just going to cut it. Got some of the paper. It's a little wonky. I've never been good at cutting circles, but it's going to work out just fine. Lettuce. While you're doing this, you could always be listening to an audiobook that you checked out using one of our digital resources, or listening to some music with Freegoal. If you have any questions about how to access that, you could definitely contact us, and we'll be happy to walk you through or even offer some suggestions. But now we've got our lettuce. For the cheese, you're just going to cut little triangles out. There's no pattern for that, but those will just kind of hang out the edge. So, different sizes. Okay, so now you'll have your pieces. You'll have your tortilla, your lettuce. It's a veggie one. Your tomatoes, which look like pepperonis, and cheese. And now we're going to assemble. So we're going to take our tortilla, and then I'm just going to lay the lettuce to kind of have an idea. It looks like that. Perfect. So we'll go pop it down and hold it. And just, again, if you were using Elmer's glue, I would wait a little bit to make sure that the glue really sets, and maybe put something heavy on top of it. And then the tomatoes are next. So again, I'm just gonna practice my placement. I'm gonna do the cheese at the same time, just so I have an idea of how it's gonna be spaced out. You're going to want to let it set, and once it's set, you'll just kind of fold it over to get an idea of where you'll, look at that yummy taco, where you'll put the Velcro. And so here's our final product with the googly eyes, and it's still not fully dry. So that's why you can see some of the glue remnants, but those can kind of wipe clean when it's done. But there you have your very own cord holder. It can work for headphone cords, charging cables, I don't know, maybe pencils, whatever you really want it to, hair things. But it'll just make it a little easier to find in your backpack or your purse or wherever you keep it.